Hello, welcome to the sideboard one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Open Series in Washington, D.C. I'm Nick Miller alongside Gerard Fabiano. Congratulations,
Thank you,
man.
Nick.
I got this
Miller.
trophy for you. Trophy number 4 on the Open Series.
Yep, this is the 4th win. Really happy. Obviously got lucky. I actually watched the Karate Kid before I played, and Daniel LaRusso, Daniel's son, and he says, "Oh, Mr. Miyagi, why don't you put up your trophies on the wall?" And Mr. Miyagi says, "This don't mean you're good. This mean you lucky." So it's just got lucky.
Well, you've been lucky 4 times, and you've got 3 GP wins as well. So that's a little too much to call luck. But you practice what you preach. You talked about the article, or you wrote in the article that you're going to play the Sultai control deck. People were commenting on Twitter. You got draft. Outcast. You got Rashak's Secret in here.
Yeah, kind of like a good draft deck. It's basically when I played in Baltimore in the top 8, I drafted this limited deck that felt like a constructed deck. So I was like, let me build a constructed deck that kind of feels like maybe a limited deck. But yeah, you guys can check out the article at StarCityGames.com, and you click on the article, you can check it out. Basically, the list was probably maybe 5 or 6 cards different, made a few adjustments. Basically, the idea came from myself and my friend Alan Jackson. We were like, the blue-black control deck's awesome, but we want Sultai Charm, we want Cura, and then Seder Wayfinder kind of just fit right in because you could fuel your graveyard so much.
Right.
So I think it's a great deck. Feed the Clan, I think, was just probably the MVP card. Really, won me a lot of good games.
Yeah, another card that caught people off guard.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, people were like, wait, what does that do? And then actually one time my opponent, his plan was to burn me out. I was at 9 life, and then he just got charmed me, and he had another one in hand, I believe, and I just gained 10 life because I had a Ferocious.
Total blowout.
Yeah,
of course, you also got Ugin from the new set. You got him rocking in here, as well as Tazagur, which is probably the talk of your deck, the card that just did so much weight pulling this tournament.
Yeah, I think Tazagur is like definitely a really, it's probably the best card from the set. I think it's a pretty good buy if you get it for $5 or $6. I always love throwing the specs out there.
Yeah. Live specs right here.
I think it's a good chance that it'll become legacy and modern playable. Not sure about vintage, probably not, and it's probably good in Commander as well.
Hey, 1 mana 4/5 seems pretty good with value built in.
Basically, the Delve cards got removed from Modern, but this card just came in and it's a new house. But as far as Standard goes, I think it's a great format, and it was just a good deck. So if you guys like Sultai, try it out. If not, I see a lot of people do well with those red-white decks. I mean, Danny Goldstein he almost beat me.
Yep,
so
I mean, it was the most represented deck in the tournament. There were 14 of those on day 2. You beat him in the finals, but you absolutely just clobbered this tournament. You had 1 loss. You scooped in
Ali Antrazi, dude, Ali Antrazi is like the nicest guy, so you got to concede to him,
So an amazing record. You take down the top 8, a 4th trophy. Congratulations,
thanks so much,
Going to send it
thanks
back
everybody
over
for
to
watching.
Cedric and Patrick.
Thanks, Cedric. Thanks, Pat Sullivan. Thanks to everybody at Star City Games. I think I got cut off.